Hey, Porch Chronicles. You know what I remember being the scariest thing after I started my healing journey was sitting down. Because once I lost my job, I was sitting down anyway because I ain't had no job. And I wasn't driving for Lyft anymore because my car had got wrecked. So I only had an older model vehicle that didn't qualify for Lyft anymore, which I was glad because I didn't want to drive Lyft anymore. I did it through the whole pandemic. The hardest part of when you start a healing journey is when you sit down and you don't know what to do with yourself, because the reason we stay so busy and we move and we groove so much is because when we sit with ourselves, we don't like what we see and what we feel. We don't like the things that we want to do or accomplish, because when you're running and you're moving, you don't have to think. You just do. But when you sit down and you start looking at yourself in the mirror, you be like, dang, this I need to do, that I need to do. Or you'll start seeing things that you haven't done correct that you need to do, or things that you need to accomplish, or even if it's just things within yourself. And once I started sitting with myself, I didn't like the things I saw. And then I was doing therapy, so oh boy, I was unlocking a lot of things. A lot of hidden things that made me, it's called survival mode, you guys. We get into survival mode and we really think we're doing something because we go to work and we do it and we run and even if you do it in a social life, you still don't sit down and take time for yourself. My best friend, like I said, she finally took off a few weeks to just be by herself. And she is starting to read a book that my first therapist gave me. It's about helping you calm your mind. Because her biggest thing was, she said, her mind goes a million miles a minute. I said, yep, we always do. It's called survival mode. You need to take some time for you. This girl worked 2 and 3 jobs. I just texted her a little while ago and I said, what you doing? And she's like, it's now almost 9 o'clock in the morning. This girl gets up at the break of dawn trying to go to somebody's job all the time. Then somebody else's job and she get on. She's like, I'm just getting up. She is actually learning to sit down and take some time for herself. And I told her self-care is not a big deal and self-care is not expensive. Self-care is you taking care of yourself. It's you, like when I started my real big, deep, the parts of self-care that I loved, that I ended up learning to love, was when I would sit outside and just read books or maybe paint a picture. It's about you pouring into yourself. And while you're pouring into yourself, especially because I was in therapy, I was learning to sit with myself. And you may not understand what that means, because I didn't understand it at first either. Sitting with yourself is when you start being real with yourself. And no, it's not the prettiest journey in the world. No, it's not going to make you happy, but it will help you. And you will see a lot of patterns and things that you're doing that you really need to stop. And like I said, it's not for the weak, but you can change your life through the healing process and the therapy process. I'm just grateful for now being able to sit with myself, deal with myself, even when I'm wrong. It's okay. It's okay. I love you, Porch Chronicles.